This question will test your basic understanding of alkanol. Today we are dealing with WAEC past question in organic chemistry 2023. In this past question, number 2A is purely alcohol, and 2AI says an alkanol has the molecular formula C4H9OH. Draw its structural formula if it is a primary alkanol, secondary alkanol, and tertiary alkanol. II says give the Iupac name for any two of the structures drawn in 2AI above. Now you ask yourself, what are primary, secondary, and tertiary alkanols? Alkanol is known for having OH functional group attached to a particular carbon. Now the alkanol is primary if the carbonyl carbon is bonded to only one neighboring carbon or is not bonded to any neighbor at all. It is secondary if the carbonyl carbon is bonded to two neighboring carbon atoms. And it is tertiary if it is bonded to three neighboring carbon atoms. Having this in mind, let us now represent this as a primary alkanol. So you link the four carbon atoms with covalent bonds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the class that this alkanol belongs depends on where the OH is attached to. If the OH is here, it means this has become the carbonyl carbon. It has two neighbors, meaning that it is secondary. The same thing here. But if it is attached at the terminal, this carbon or this carbon, if it's attached here, for instance, this becomes the carbonyl carbon. And it has one neighbor, meaning that the molecule is primary alkanol. So we fill every other thing with hydrogen. If you count the hydrogen atoms, you get 9. 3, 5, 7, 9. With this hydrogen at the OH group. So this structure is primary alkanol. Secondary alkanol, we draw 4 carbon atoms again. This time around, you place the OH group at a carbon that has 2 carbon neighbors. Either here or here. Let's place it here, OH. You can see that this carbon now has 2 neighboring carbon atoms. So the alkanol is secondary. You fill every other thing with hydrogen. If you count the hydrogen atoms, they are 9 in number. Tertiary, you are going to create a carbonyl carbon that has 3 neighboring carbon atoms. First neighbor, second neighbor, third neighbor. You fill everything with hydrogen. And this is the tertiary alkanol. The next question is, give the Iupac name for any two of the structures drawn in 2AI. That is this question. There are 3 structures drawn. And number 2AI is asking that we name 2 of the 3 compounds. But I would like to name the 3. 2AII. This particular one is simple to name. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbon atoms is butane, right? And this OH is attached to the first carbon. So you remove E and put OL. That is butanol. You can also name it butan-1-ol, specifying where the OH is attached. First carbon. II. This particular one, the OH is attached to the second carbon. So it becomes butan-2-ol. And III. There are 3 carbon atoms on a structure. The OH is attached to the second carbon. And the methyl group is attached to the same second carbon. So the name is 2-methyl. Because there are 3 carbon atoms on a chain, you say propan-2-ol. So the first one is butanol, second one butan-2-ol, and third one 2-methyl-propan-2-ol. If you are impressed with this video, click on like, comment, share the video, tag your friends, follow and subscribe to my YouTube channel.